Alright, we got NRG VS G2.
Of Europe in a very long time.
Oh yeah.
The jungler here. He pretty much is the jungler that made no flash.
Big draft. Let's talk about the draft first. I just want to say, I felt bad not giving NRG their credit, so I wanted to react to the games. I did react to the games, but again, it's a similar situation to, I can't remember what game, but I don't do this content, this World's reaction content full time, so when there's a bad game where I'm just like not feeling it, I just stopped recording. So I was watching G2 NRG, but I just stopped recording after the first game because it clearly was not going to go my way. And then I just watched T1 BLG in bed because the games are on late here in Australia. So that is what I did. I'm going to watch the games now. If you guys want, helps me out a lot, you can like and subscribe down below. And you'll notice when I say like and subscribe, those buttons have a little animation now in Chrome. Isn't that pretty cool? Anyway, let's jump into it. So I think the Senator was, what's the word? Like, instrumental in causing issues for G2. I don't think they were prepared for this. I know that they've been scrimming a lot, and obviously the public information is that they've been winning a lot of their scrims. They've been doing really well against every team, including like Gen G and stuff. So what I find really interesting is that their losses are actually, they're very interestingly, they're coming when teams are drafting differently. So obviously NRG has played center time in scrims, we know this, but to my knowledge, they have not played center time against G2, and G2 was not prepared for this. They locked the Kai'Sa first pick, right? And the Rel second pick, which ended up going into the bot lane, and NRG's left the 4-5 counter pick. So it's just perfect. And literally, as you can see, this is what they're thinking about. They've banned the Xayah, the Alistar, the Rakan, and the Renata. But realistically, it seems like the center time just fits NRG's playstyle better than anything. We also saw this exact same thing fuck BLG over, so we'll get to that. But yeah, I do think the center time was instrumental in fucking G2 here, because yeah, it's tough. I mean, Yike's got a scaling jungler that needs to get like ganks and stuff and scale up, and how can he do that when he's against a Tahm? Like, what lane can he go into? The Nico seems to be the most gankable, but Pop Blossom's hard. I don't want to harp on it too much, but like, yeah, Gen G did the same thing. In their game one, they drafted Veigar, or they drafted something weird. I feel like, remind me what it was in the comments. They drafted something weird that G2 wasn't expecting in the mid lane, or something, and then they just kind of messed up the game. And in the second game, they drafted a Kali, which Caps didn't seem to be ready for. In this, they've drafted the center Tahm. So again, like, G2's getting caught unprepared. I think you can even see, because we see like a lot of drafts with G2. Dylan does not look confident. Look at him. He's like, fuck.
He pretty much is the jungler that.
Look at him. He's literally like, fuck, dude. This is a bad draft. We've
made no flashy
like
here either.
Oh,
trying,
Palafox,
but,
he's got to try to get away from this one. Can he out-juke the enemy Velvet? No! It's first blood for Caps!
Not a significant difference in the gold so far.
And this was really like, this was really when I started being like, it's kind of bad.
Let's see about Ikar though.
The players, they think they can kill
left,
Ignar, but
trying to
like,
walk it off. Thick skin keeps him alive. FBI looking to put the damage
they
into
can't even do any
Hansama.
damage to it.
Mickey now the one, soaking the damage, and FBI blasts some energy on the board.
Have a lot of late game damage.
X flash over the wall from Mickey, but they're ready to turn it around. Pop Blossom under two. Senna X
And
flash over
again,
the
I
wall
think
from
the
Mickey,
center
but they're ready
ultimate
to
here, I mean, this is one of the few where I'm like, I actually don't know because I don't play
turn it
League.
around.
But the center ultimate does so much damage to Caps. I think possibly that's what killed him. I mean, He still takes most of his damage there, but I don't know. Maybe he would have survived. He has flash, so he probably would have survived without the center ultimate. Like he would have survived Contrax's thing, and then he would have been able to flash out of the way. And I mean, you know, being able to flash back and deal damage with Yike and Mickey there, like they probably would have gotten a kill or two here. So like that. I'm going to play most of the rest of the game. I mean, that's my thoughts on like the early game on the situation is like they had this bot lane that just kind of fucked them across the board. Like,
down, and Yike is on the run.
And they just didn't know how to play against it. Like, I don't think any teams have played Center Tom into G2.
Maybe they get the kill also. If he is there, they have to back off though.
A TP's coming in from both sides now. Ignore.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep saying. I'll just maybe just do one more, but like you can see. They go for this. Caps even TPs for it because they think we can kill here. We can kill here. I think Hans and Mickey are saying we can kill, and it's like you can't. Even if Palafox didn't come in, look at the health bars. Like they're getting out of there pretty fucking easily.
Carry saves, spits it back out now. Palafox looking for the knockup, only finds the pop blossom onto Cap. Mickey's still trying to walk away. A lot of damage into both supports, but Mickey's the first to fall. Another TP ready to reinforce the G2 line.
Well.
Available to them, possible side lane play
there.
there.
It is what it is.
FBI getting stunned up here. They're going to chain see him down.
That's more what they're looking for.
Gets the second kill of the game for G2.
But they really needed to snowball that. I think it's so unfortunate because I think Broken Blade getting killed here is like a massive issue. Because the Herald's pretty much up, isn't it?
For G2. The same bot lane.
Yeah. I mean, if they didn't lose this pressure point on the map, I feel like you can see they're rotating for it over here. And then Yikes doing a clear on the bot side into the top side to get that Herald. Getting the Herald, getting that Belveth thing where it goes in and evolves. Like, Cap's just finished one of his items as well. So they'd spiked for the fight. Like, I don't know. It's unfortunate because I feel like this is where they just started like losing that pressure. They sent Caps down and then Caps almost died. Yak died. Like,
only stays alive long enough to die to Contracts as Caps wants to run away and Ignar's ready for the chase. He lands the first tongue lash and he's ready to get those stacks. Contracts comes in. Caps falls down. Here we go again. Broken Blade under pressure.
Constant fighting, and like to be fair, NRG's just very good.
However, very, very low. Reinforced by the
Whoa.
and the pop blossom is so awesome. It's NRG ready to win another one, but now Yank's ready for the follow-up, and Dokla's gonna run. The damage pours through. They lock down the enemy carry.
When did Hans Summer ultimate?
However, very, very low. Reinforced by the
When does he ultimate?
It's NRG ready to win another one, but now Yank's ready for the follow-up, and Dokla's gonna run.
Well, I'm confused. It looks like he used his ultimate, but did he? Confused.
G2 cannot escape. Ace for nothing. Down to half HP. G2 on the approach. Contracts over the back wall. Palafox.
Oh my god.
But nobody ain't died yet. The first one down, Sama, and G2's in the run. Broken Blade tries to go back over the wall, but FBI.
Palafox is so good as well.
The helicopter won't save him.
I was saying, what was the first game that NRG played? Because I was saying, yeah, so when NRG played Weibo, but when the first game happened with Team Liquid, I was giving my friend the rundown, which I don't know if that made the video, probably not. But I was giving my friend the rundown of the LCS, and I did make the point that like NRG upset everyone's expectations and had like a really good run. But to me, NA just isn't a factor at Worlds. So even knowing this history that they had this crazy run, like last year I knew TRX made this crazy run through LCK, so I was watching them closely. But for NRG, I wasn't really paying attention to it. And then they got smoked by Weibo, I think. I wasn't able to watch that game because I was going to a red carpet premiere. But yeah, I thought they got, I think they got smoked. So I was like, oh yeah, I guess they're just not not as good as they were hyped up to be. It's just NA. It is what it is. But yeah, let's see how they perform in this fight, because I remember G2 like almost won this fight. Like Broken Blade TPs, right? Yeah, like they're actually doing pretty well. But Yike just can't get in. He really should have. I mean, he has no flash, but he really should have like gone in. Like he literally doesn't even try. Like Mickey's getting the stuns, right? He should literally just right click around, but again, I guess he doesn't have flash, so there's not really anything that he can do at this point. He can go over the wall, right? Yeah, I mean the casters are saying it. So he should have gone. He should have been here by now, and then he should have parked down to here and gone over the wall. He might have just gotten it, but.
Broken Blade shows up. He decides to re-engage back to the wall versus NRG. NRG on the retreat as G2 continues moving forward as 5, but their health bars are low. The range is so powerful. Gonna be stunned up now by Caps, but Palafox ready to turn it around. Ulti over the top. Mickey gonna be taken low, but he ain't killed yet. Finally dropped. Contracts goes godlike. Hans is ready to jump in, and Caps kills Palafox.
Nice jumping by Hans, but yeah, they can't get anything done.
With the more valuable player dying on NRG's side, but the time that they bought is going to get them into the base. First inhibitor turret, first inhibitor, both down. Engaged on. He drops the stasis to stay alive. Massive counter.
Oh my god, the pop blossom.
They're still going in. Yike, barely surviving, getting away now with a stopwatch as NRG tries to regroup. Mickey goes for a crash down, but he's only going to
Ignar's not even taking damage. Look at this guy.
As Broken Blade and Hans try to retreat. Contracts leads the charge, and Yike is finally dropped down. The tier 3 turret falls, and with a 5v2 advantage, this should be it. NRG are on their march to the Nexus turrets. All 5 players still alive. Han's gonna be knocked up into the air, taken down. They're all out. They're all in. And NRG are all about this game number 1. All 5 players standing tall as the Nexus will drop and NRG will take game 1.
I think also the factor is, I mean, after a game like that, you're kind of mental boomed. But after the first ever like EU loss to NA, especially like that, I mean, it's just rough. So I think they were a bit mental boomed. Let's see how they do in this game.
They already secured the Drake for themselves. They want to use the knockback. Nicely done from Yike.
Good by Yike here.
He gets rid of the enemy jungler. How difficult it is to engage on it.
I saw Yike getting a lot of hate. I mean, I thought this was a good play. Good ultimate, right at the last minute, you know. I thought it was a decent play.
Both comps are a similar way as Mickey.
But then there's really no issue with the drafting here. Like, what NRG drafted, I feel like G2 is prepared for, so it's just...
And Caps are now both going in. Mickey's taking very low, but it's first blood over to Contracts. Get any turret dives from either team on any part of the map just yet, but Mickey goes fishing. He finds himself a connect. Dredge line onto FBI, who has to try to flash away. The feathers fly, and FBI will not survive. Trying to stop him, but he's got to be careful. Caps still trying to get away from this one. Dokla now finally not overheated anymore.
I feel like they just got outplayed at sometimes, like around here.
Doesn't even have to spend a flash to get away from the Jarvan Cataclysm as NRG tried to make a move, but they won't find it. Now the Ornhorn is summoned up. Contracts with a re-engage back at the Caps. They want to try to stop it.
I do got to be that guy. I don't like Adam or Broken Blade on tanks. Like, I understand that you probably need the Ornn in this game. I mean, it's helpful to have the Ornn in this game. But with a Poppy tanking and a Nautilus tanking, I feel like Broken Blade should have just played... I mean, I assume that they probably banned it. Let's see, 530. They banned the Jax, the Cassante. So what can he play in the top lane? I mean, they didn't ban the Olaf. Why didn't we play the Olaf or something? Just fucking send it. In my opinion, like, that's what they should be doing.
Ignoring Contracts with the front line. His Dokla's only got 300 HP remaining. Mickey with another big dredge line. Ignoring Contracts with the front line.
But yeah, great re-engage.
Huge re-engage coming out from NRG. As the Poppy disengaged, now might turn it back for G2. FBI has arrived, and now a seismic shoving.
Good buffer by Mickey.
Rumble ultimate is going to be massive. Caps looking for Dokla.
Dokla playing around the blast cone, trying to be careful. Weaver's wall over the edge.
And I mean, like,
Looking for Dokla.
Dokla playing around the
Great
blast cone, trying
wall.
to be
And Broken Blade instantly breaks through it.
Weaver's wall over the edge. G2 are going to be equal.
But Hans Summer gets like really badly caught here.
Dokla playing around the blast cone, trying to be careful. Weaver's
He gets knocked back, hit by the Dragon, hit by the Sivir, hit by the Rumble ultimate, ulted by Contracts, and then he uses his ult. And I think he gets out, roots some people, Ornhorn, good stuff. Mickey dies. And then here's where they start having some problems. Palafox flashes in to get Yike, which is a good play. Broken Blade gets that good knock-up. And then at this point, Caps has ultimate still. Caps is holding that ultimate, right? But Palafox, they assume they're going back this way. They have no vision. They have the control ward here. So they know that they don't have vision, and he just runs up. And you assume that the Talia is behind Dokla or Contract, somewhere there, right? Unfortunately, they didn't have any wards or stuff over that wall. You can see, like, he just got out. They assume that the Talia is here or something. And Caps is probably considering, you know, sending it, trying to get in there deep, get a big push, probably kill Dokla, could kill FBI. Like, that would be a really good play. But he gets caught. He gets caught. Now, I don't know who has the the orb here. Should have been used right now. Like, should have been used right here, right now. Because he could be in this bush, he could be in that bush. You don't know. You can see 3 here, so you don't know where he is. They should have used it already. I don't think he would have avoided it. I mean, maybe if he didn't path down, that is what fucks him. He should have just continued pathing forward, honestly. But they use it like it's too late. I mean, you know, like, honestly, with the Azir ulti and the amount of damage that he's put out in that team fight, they probably could have cleaned up decently and gotten the dragon there. I still think they would have lost the game, but it's just outplayed by Palafox. And yeah, I don't know what Hans Summer's doing here. This is the other thing. Caps gets caught. Hans is starting to back up, and then he moves forward in front of Broken Blade, gets hit by Palafox, starts to path back, gets hit by Palafox again, and the Sivir. Don't know what Hans is doing there.
This is a team that has shown tenacity, that has shown the ability to scrap, even win behind. Broken Blade coming in for the knockout. Palafox
Nice.
is just
So yeah,
even win behind.
this is what I've seen Yike getting hate for, and true.
Palafox is
So
ability to scrap, even
he should just go for the tower. Like, why him pathing here?
win
Why is he pathing out of the tower range, not into the tower range?
Broken Blade coming in for the knockout. Palafox is just swooped.
Because then Caps just ends up taking the tower for how much? Like, look,
Broken Blade
Caps here, almost full health, right? And then he's tanking the tower, half health. Yeah, literally killed by the tower. Yeah, I don't know what Yike's doing, man.
With the EQ flash, and Ignar ain't done. He's gonna look to see if they might be able to find something else. Nice buffer from Broken Blade as Contracts goes in, but the equalizer comes down over the top. Contracts might just die. Huge shutdown back for Hans, but he'll fall after. Mickey wants to get out, but
Nice.
FBI cuts him off. The Drake's already down to half HP. Contracts ready to challenge. Equalizer over the wall as the Ornhorn comes out.
Yeah, I mean, Caps and Hans get split in this team fight here. Like, what a wall. That's a fantastic wall. Caps sends it, finally gets that Azir ulti. But Ignar buffers whatever the hell he's just buffered there, and instantly dies. They get the Sivir. They do get the Sivir. 4v4, but then they get the dragon, because Yike doesn't smite. So yeah, I mean, Yike's been hyped up a lot, but he's having a lot of issues. Let me know
Palafox stealing away the soul. G2.
They still manage contracts and
Oh man, how's it so long?
The dragon. Mickey goes in.
Mickey!
Unfortunate.
He ends up sending a dredge line straight from the food delivery service. Broken Blade, Yike, and Hans now in a 3v3. Any chance of Baron is dashed as Palafox continues looking. Might be able to find a seismic shove. He flashed forward. Palafox with a crazy play. It won't find it yet, but they'll get Broken Blade at the very end. The Rush just looking to do a little scouting. It's up to the
They
Emperor.
have to give this up. I don't think that they can contest it.
Oh no, he walks right into the brush.
Damn.
Dokla's ready to provide the damage. Ignar may just die for it.
And Ignar gets out.
lives, Caps at 400 HP. Dokla finally getting the heat gauge back. Caps burns. Dokla's knocked up into the air. Palafox may be under pressure. Now they're going to find some damage on contact.
Yeah, and then they
with
just dive it.
two.
I mean,
It's
good stuff.
time to change your minds. Energy.
Yeah, NRG's a very good team.
The fact that
NRG's a very good team, and I feel like on this dragon fight here, it should have gone up. I feel like they still would have lost because severe late game scaling, the rumble. I mean, you got fucking Rakan and Palafox on Talia was very, very good. But I feel like they should have won that Drake fight. They should have at least gotten a couple more kills, a bit more of a gold lead, and a dragon behind them. Like, they should have been fighting back, but it's just unfortunate. I mean, I said similar stuff at MSI against BLG and Gen G. Like, in those 3-1 losses to both teams, they had games where they should have won, and they just made some mistakes. But it would have been better if they were 3-2 losses, not 3-1 losses. It would have been better if this was a 2-1 loss, not a 2-0 loss. But, yeah, G2 didn't show up today. I'm hoping they show up tomorrow. They're playing against BLG, so I don't know how that's going to go. Well, today. But yeah, if you guys want me to react to the T1 BLG stuff, let me know. I'm happy to do that. I did watch that game 100%. I just didn't react to it. I was in bed. I was tired. So yeah, let me know. And make sure you go down below, like and subscribe. I'm going to be reacting to G2 getting destroyed by BLG today. I'm going to be reacting to... Who else is playing? Fnatic versus Weibo and KT versus Dumb. I think those are the matchups. I'm keen for them. So yeah, go down below, like and subscribe to, let me know that you like this video. Subscribe so you can see the future ones. Look at the button lighting up when I say subscribe. Think it does it every time. I don't know how it works. Let me know. I just want to throw on the end here that NRG has said that against G2 they had a 10% win rate in scrims. Ignar said this in an interview which I've just seen. I just reacted to the game, obviously, putting this at the end of the video. But yeah, they won 1 out of every 10 games that they played in scrims against G2. And G2's win rate is very high against even the Asian teams. So, like, for any of the comments that may come in saying, like, oh, he's just shit, G2 shouldn't have been favorites in this game, blah, blah, blah. Like, they absolutely were. I don't know what G2 showed up yesterday. It was not the G2 that we were expecting. And that center time, I think, really did fuck them over, as it does get in this game. So let me know if you want to see that. But, yeah, like, 10% win rate in scrims is fucked. That's insane. That's insane.
Once you play God,